Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon, where I'm going to show off a nice little something. So we had a town event this week, which gave us 2 Hellions turning up, and the thing I wanted to show off was that this Hellion skin from the wonderful Asuro Steel now has colour variations. So if I can just find... Where is she? Oh yes, Estella here, with this nice sort of bronzy one. Oh, this is going to be slightly awkward, isn't it? Then there's a second one. Oh, if it colour change only goes in one way, okay. And we have this one, which is a kind of dark, muted grey with blues. This one I quite like. This is the dark, dull metal with the reddish plumage and cloth. And then finally this one, which is that a kind of a blue or a greyish colour? They're kind of hard to say, but there's a slight reddish tint to the metal without overdoing it. And then I get to go all the way back through all of these. Oh, down went too far. Right, okay, 12 it is. Isn't this a fun, wonderful start? There we go. So, this week I'm going to be going back into the Crimson Courtyard to try and take out the Count, which means I'll be taking Estella, Vengerfelgren, Vernon and Shamara. Now, we've got a little bit of money here, so I'm going to let one of them train a single skill or upgrade a single piece of equipment. In honesty, I'm thinking the equipment upgrade might be the better way to go. Let's check skills. Okay, lots of 4s, 4 4s, 4 4s, 4 4s, and 4 4s, although not necessarily the ones we fought. So yes, there will be an equipment upgrade this week. Someone will be getting an expensive... Oh, I can't. Okay, fine. That's simple, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, it's been a few days since I last recorded. It's been a long day. There's been a blustery wind blowing all day. And I'm finally settling down now to enjoy Darkest Dungeon once again. Which means I'm probably going to be overconfident and suffer for it. Well, let's see. 37, it's not far off. So, going back into this dungeon, we know there is the matter of the, is there anyone diseased or in need of severe treatment? Probably yes. You, my dear, can live with all of those. There's nothing too special worth keeping, and that, yeah, that can be removed in a while. Some people have actually been reporting bugs with the librarian trinkets. I haven't experienced them myself yet, and I've had a few people test, and likewise nothing's come up. However, there's a strong possibility that Moonslime and myself will separate out the librarian Crimson Court trinkets into a separate plugin, you know, separate mod, and upload that at some point. It seems like it's some kind of mod conflict people are experiencing, although in at least one case, one chap gave us a screenshot with an error message on it, and the error message was for a core game file, which wasn't even anything to do with the mod, unfortunately, so I hope he gets that sorted out, but not a lot we can do there to help him. Now, I think I just need to hold on to the money and go for it. Balls to the wall, dive in there, use one of those 26 invitations, because I thought it was 4 invitations actually, because there's 4 of them. Actually, funny little thing that, I had an idea to revise the concept art. Right, I don't even know if I mentioned this. So, I had a funny idea for a boss fight based on the Fanatic, okay? Only he'd be a slave trader, or a slave taker, right? Someone who comes, abducts people, sells them off into slavery. And the heroes would run into this despicable individual, and he would have a bunch of prisoners tied up in chains or shackles or whatever. Yep, very similar to the hag and her pot, or the fanatic and his, what do you call it? You know, his stakes. And I thought, okay, so the prisoners are tied up. The heroes can break the prisoners' bonds by attacking them to free them. At which point, would the prisoners come and join the heroes on their side of the battle? No, because you might have a full party. So, instead, they would transform into freed prisoners on the slave takers' side of the fight. And then on their turn, they would do the thing that heroes do when they freak out and attack one of their allies and hit the slave taker. And if I can't control who they hit, then hey, they could free each other, right? And then on the slave taker's turn, he could spend his action to tie someone up again and make them a prisoner once more and need to be freed so they can't hit him, or he could go attacking heroes, right? And it would be a nice sort of interesting back and forth dynamic where you're adding people to the enemy party who will help you defeat the boss, but he can take them out of the fight with a single action. And that's kind of interesting, I thought. But then someone had the idea of, hey, well, if they are going to join the hero's side of the fight and move across, I was in discussion with another modder about this, I think yesterday, and yeah, we just said, hey, how about they do join your side of the fight if you've got room for them, otherwise they kind of run off and escape. And I say, okay. So then it becomes like a short dungeon, more than like the Crow's one room, but like a short dungeon. It's like, what is the smallest size party you think you can do this with? Because the people you can free will help. Because they can't exactly go back and join the barracks in town, because that could be full already, right? But if they're like really helpful, then maybe you want to go in with just 2 heroes and see if you can do it. Okay, so we're going to want lots of food here. And apparently we can't camp in here, but we can. There's probably too many torches. I'll go one more. There is a fair bit of blight in here. Lots of bandages. I'm going to take 2 keys. I know we can't use them to get into that locked room. I don't know how we get into that. It needs some kind of special key. Hopefully we can get that in here. I'm going to take 5 bottles of blood, which means we're probably going to do a blood run after this one, if this is unsuccessful. What else do I want to take with me? Because I know the goal is to try and get all the treasure out of this room that's possible, but that doesn't seem very possible at the moment because it seems to give diminishing returns. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and in we go. So I've also noticed that since the last patch or two, loading the game from the menu screen takes a lot longer than usual. You know, loading up dungeon stuff, the other load screens, they're all about the same length, but the actual, you know, loading up the hamlet or whatever dungeon you were in from the main menu, that takes a lot longer, and I don't know why. Okay, here is our locked chamber. We cannot enter it. Looking at the map, we are down here in a dead end. We want to come up to this room and also go up and clear out these at some point sometime soon as well. I'm hoping we can go around this way. Also hoping Vernon can do a lot more stress removal. And I need to remember to keep protecting Shamara, because she doesn't actually have the Crimson Curse yet. Now, one of the commenters actually mentioned, hey, you should try giving them the blood when they're craving, and I thought, well, yeah, okay. That's basically the same effect as when they're not even craving it at all, unless I'm very much mistaken. And I think I know what he's saying. He's saying, let them get up to craving, then let them go into the blood frenzy, because they'll calm down to normal afterwards anyway. And I would absolutely love to do that, but there's a bit of a blood shortage, so I'm trying to save it and not use any more than I absolutely have to. Speaking of using more than I absolutely have to, let's chop a nasty person. There we go. Protect the priestess. Oh, Vernon. She's going for you. What can I say? She likes the tiny little purple cock. Right, Vernon is going to make everyone fight better. Regardless of whether he's actually got a little willy down there or not, because it is kind of hard to tell. Oh, it's all mounting up. Oh, he got a heal out of it? Wonderful. Oh, now he is craving the blood. You know what, just slice them both. There we go. They bleed easily to those nasty big claws. Thundervesto! It's like Thundercats, but with a priestess. Thunder Twats, maybe even, but...
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Now, I apologise to any Americans in the audience. Apparently Americans find that word rather offensive, so I won't use it again. It's considered fairly mild in British swearing, because it has many meanings for us rather than just one.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
There we go, encounter cleared. And safe to
Remind
move
yourself
on.
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Now, my throat still hasn't recovered. I've been to the doctor about it. The chest infection is cleared, but it's a separate thing for the throat, which has been brought on by the chest infection. Basically, it's a... I can't remember the medical name of the condition, but mucus is gathering in the nasal cavity and dripping down the back of the throat and irritating the throat and just making it all really horrible. And that's why I have a sore throat and lots of coughing and clearing my throat and mucus. And I'm taking medicine, and hopefully in time I will get better, but I can't really just hold off making videos, you know? I'm going to be careful. You know, I don't want to strain my voice too much, but let's just get some treasure out of this. Okay, some food. And also, it would be really nice. Oh yes. Watch, this is going to be like a dead end now, isn't it? It's such a short corridor. If I can get across to here, though, maybe like a passageway going this way, that would be... But then, would it loop back to this and come in from another direction? Now, I remember I have heard of prison rooms, and so maybe leaving this dungeon with a boss fight and heroes can be taken prisoner and put in that room, and then you can unlock it and free them. I don't know. But that would still require some kind of special key. Yep. Yeah. Oh, you beauty. Perfect. We'll come at that locked room from another direction. It'd be interesting if the locked room can be unlocked from one direction. Okay, you have the honour of opening this one, Estella. Oh, that went laggy, didn't it? Something weird went on there. Or maybe it's my game. I have to be careful about that. Just keep an eye open. Oh, all the snot. All the snot is solid. Oh. Do we, don't we? It's going to be trinkets. It's going to be 1 or 2 trinkets. They might not be anything we can need. And so it might only be about 750 each. So let's leave that for now, because we may be coming back down this way soon anyway. Another danger-free room with the evil fountain once more. Look at the size of that arm. That must have been something massive. You know, certainly bigger than our heroes. Oh, it doesn't loop round. Well, let's come at the locked room from this direction and see if we can... Oh, lovely. Well, you know what to do. It uses up a torch.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
And now we need to use some supplies before we can carry anything. So, that looks like a very special lock, and it won't allow us to use a skeleton key, so I'm not going to use it because it didn't work last time. Tempting as it might be, you know what, why not? Nope, it's not a poison lock. Okay, so we're going to go back this way to the end of the hallway and watch people get stressed. And remember that our jester needs to remove some of his stress in the next fight because he's getting near the limit. No, it's not a rout entirely, it's an ordered retreat. Even had the railings of hope there for a minute towards the end of it. Now, let's go this way then. I want to find the thing that opens that door. Well, either of those doors. A locked room. And stress must be relieved. And here comes all that stress I was protecting against. Oh, wait, you've given her a disease? Man, that's just not fair. Right, let's do some healing then. Mate, he's already got it. It's totally fine. And that's for you, you scum-sucking, blood-sucking leech. And now I get to protect the priestess. A little bit too late because of the stress, but it should be okay. As long as Vernon knows how to... Hey, he goes first this time. Wonderful. Whack. Or slice, as the case may be. Stress removal. Oh, now she's... Yeah. That's not good. Group strike.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
We'll have her get angry next turn to bounce it up a bit. So, I do find myself wondering if I'm getting stuck in a bit of a rut here. Maybe I need to diversify parties up a bit. You know, try out something a little more experimentation. And horribly, that makes me think of shuffle parties, and I don't enjoy those, so I need to think of something else interesting. Like, I mean, mark parties are obvious, shuffle parties are a little less obvious, but what other synergies can I find and ways things work? I mean, I probably want to try a Twilight Knight and La Librarian together at some point, because that looks like a very potent combo.
The horror.
You have a lot of stress, sir. You have horror. Okay. Lovely. And in fact, that's almost a perfect thing to do in a ghoul fight, because it reduces incoming stress as well. So maybe then dump it on the horror people, even if the amount of... Well, there we go, now it's everyone.
Even the boldest gaze.
She's getting angry. Should have done that last round, shouldn't I? Oh, it's going to be everyone, isn't it? By the end of this fight, they're just all going to need it. Vernon will be next, say, like half a hallway's time. I hear that the Crimson Curse progresses once every 21 squares of movement, or 24. And that is interesting, and that's a lot of stress, in theory, when it all mounts up.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And now we get to use a torch and make room for some treasure. Not that it was like a massive amount of treasure, but it does get us closer to being able to carry more. Ah, this isn't going to connect, is it? It's not unless it goes down. Ah, I bet those two little... One of those... Well, let's go in here and see where it leads. Probably a fight. Oh, look, it's a chest! A special chest, and it's the flipping crocodile again. Ah, he's back. This could be really bad. Thunder Vestal at the ready. You know what, Vernon? Get in there while you still can. And he's clearly going down and recover. You, my dear, can get angry because he'll be coming up again pretty soon. You can guarantee that. And then you can have everyone protect themselves because this thing can't give us the Crimson Curse. But it can cause a lot of bleed. Vernon, do your duty, sir. Okay, that wasn't quite doing your duty, was it? Now, does that blood mean I need a special blood key to open it, or a bottle of blood? I intend to find out in the near future after I've defeated this thing, and I fully intend to defeat this thing. Vengeance shall be mine for the first time I encountered it. And every other time, probably. Now, we're not hitting this with a lot of bleeds, and it does have low bleed and stun resistance. The stun could be interesting. That is a lot of stress, Vernon. Hitting it would be nice, but stress removal would be better. And you, still angry. Still hit it. Keep the damage on. I'm probably doing this completely wrong. Hit him back. That's right. Yeah. Look lively, lads. And lasses. It's a flaming big crocodile. It's staying in rank 2 a lot this fight. That's kind of a relief. Let's just try and get a bleed on it while we still can. There we go, lovely. Set up a riposte. Because the grass ain't attacking, right? The bulrushes. And some healing. Oh, lovely amount of healing there. Uh-oh. So, at this point, I'm reminded of the Just So crocodile about how the elephant got its nose. Sorry, the Just So story about how the elephant got its nose. Very well written story, remarkably good, actually. Yeah, great entertainment. Go look it up if you ever have the opportunity. I think it was Kipling wrote the Just So stories, I'm not sure though. Vernon, stress. Deflector. What is that hanging off the edge of the loot when he does that? Is that supposed to be like guts and raw rotting meat or something? Oh, you beauty. Yeah, she's just determined to keep fighting. You can protect someone who's badly wounded. Big heals. Yeah. I mean, she has a mini self-heal anyway. Oh! Misclicked. Damn, that's annoying. So glad I used that torch before coming in here. Riposte time, and we're ready. 59. We're working him down here. Ah! So glad I guarded the jester. We're getting there. I mean, this hideous crocodilian horror with its insect legs, and far too many of them, could be very dangerous if it causes us a lot of stress or too much bleeding. I think group heal this time. 3 for 2. Yes, he's on 22 at the moment. That's bad. And that was not a misclick, Mr. Crocodile, sir. Oh, it is lagging. What is going on? Something weird. I'll check after this fight. I'll just shrink the game down briefly and see what could be causing this. Oh, I think I know. Actually, I'll just do it now. Hang on. No, that's not it. That is weird. Whatever it is, I'll just have to push on. Oh, this is gonna hurt. It hurt. I was right. It did. Oh, and he ducks back down again like the yo-yo monster that he is. Oh, it's like the Warp Wolf from the original Circle starter box for Hordes. The Warp Wolf yo-yo tactic was exploited a little too early on. Actually, did he pull it out of his stomach? Uh-oh. That's a lot of damage. Hey, but at least he can, you know, survive. That's not a group heal after all. We'll have an advancing attack. And a guard on the healer. Rather than Majesta, because if Majesta goes down, the healer can patch him up. And back Majesta goes. Yeah, that's right, you hide, mister. I'm going to be trying blood and a key on this chest. But in the meantime, I'm going to miss with an attack.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, well, I think this is not the run. You know that feeling you get when you know that this is not the run? Yeah, this is kind of it. But it's a nice big chest. I spy a chesty chest. Something beginning with treasure chest. Let's alleviate some of that stress. And try to feel less miserable about our condition in the grander scheme of things. And that's going to hurt him rather significantly and pull him to the front again.
Is that the stage for heroism?
It's not
Or cowardice?
as over as you think it is, Vernon. Because Estella is killing this thing. Oh yeah, that's right, you pull him to the front. You'll soon regret it. Right, guard the Jester this time because he's pretty messed up. And bleeding, and you know what? 3 for 2, yeah. It makes space for treasure, okay? Whatever's in that chest had better be worth it, because this is rough. Group heal this time, I think, because it could go for anyone.
Sedated.
Now you, Mr. Crocodile, are causing us far too much trouble. You put someone to death's door, and that's going to last the rest of the quest. That's very annoying. Wonder if we can use a torch to burn that person who asked for blood. This could be the kill. It was not the kill. Oh, he's going to go first. Again. Ow. That is 92. That's really bad. Okay. Oh, you absolute monster.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. This expedition at least promises success.
You know, that wasn't so bad, was it? Vernon, eat this. And Venga Felgren, eat this as well. Thing is, nobody says, heh. That really annoys me. That's just... heh. It just sounds so pathetic. You know, it's not really any kind of proper laugh at all. Anyway, Vernon, you nearly got killed. So let's see. Tyrant's Fingerbone. Increases debuff skills. Dodge... Oh god, is it a rank 1 dodge tank set? Camping stress heal. Interesting. So this might be going for some kind of front-line jester. Depends what the other item in the set gives. But for now, let's try using a key on this chest, and if we're really lucky, it will work. It didn't work. Okay, blood. I did say we'd try blood. Well, this is... it's that special thing that we don't have again, isn't it? It's that special key that only the Baron has, that he won't give us because he's not here. We even tried holy water. Right, we'll just try one of everything. Yeah, I can see why they introduced this new curio interaction tracking thing now, because of things like this. Well, that's annoying. Maybe when I defeat the Baron I can come back and all of these will be open. You aren't connecting. Bad dungeon layout. Bad. I'm going to have to walk the long way around. Right, okay, well, look, this is not the run. We're going back this way. We're going a long walk. And then we're going to leave. So we're going to trade blood for trinkets here. While we still can. Okay, okay. You know what? That's not too shabby at all. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do, you know? Should have probably kept that and ditched the key. Or used it. So the goal here, now, sadly, regrettably, is to shorten the distance to the other wing of the dungeon as much as possible. Or just get in here. I shouldn't be doing this, but we have the railings of hope. Let's light a torch just to increase our feelings of security. And then probably run like buggery. Okay, we get scouting. That's... oh. Just here. Okay. Not very many railings here. Fingers crossed for nothing too dangerous. Nothing too dangerous. Wonderful. Oh, why do I even do... I'm doing this to... Yep, that's dangerous. Okay, Vernon, make everyone fight better. That ghoul is going to cause some serious checks. We'll have everyone afflicted by the end of the fight, probably. Oh, nice. Thank you for not screaming at us. And you?
A momentary abatement.
This thing's gonna kill us. It's alright, nobody died. Vernon, 90, 94. Oh man, this is a tough ghoul. And no bandages. Hooray! Get angry. She is quite badly hurt at the moment. Group healed because she's guarded. Oh, this is going to get pretty intense here. Ow!
Exposed to a killing blow.
Oh, this is just going to get really horrible, isn't it? Ah, and they stunned the Jester, of course. Okay. We can do this.
A momentary abatement.
Oh. Oh, double rend. Ow. Here it comes. And she's guarded. Have the riposte, sir. Sir Chevalier. Right, 96, 94. Keep at it, Vernon. You crazy, deranged purple thing.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Jess was most badly hurt, proportionally speaking. Okay, 6 is a lot of bleed. Can she? No, she can't. Shame. That's right. Smack him with the shield. You around? Hey! Let's work on keeping those stress levels below the affliction level, please. Ow! All the pain and suffering. that goes into keeping this party alive and hale and hearty might just be worth it.
Festering fear
Oh, come on!
the mind.
That's just not fair, but then, you know, monsters are never fair, really. Should have gone for a group strike.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit.
Right.
Unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
For lack of a group strike, we're going for a group heal instead. And she's gonna get angry. 89, 88, 90. Okay. Oh, that was a big one, wasn't it? Went down to... Oh!
Now the true test.
Right in Nora.
Or expire.
Stalwart! Please, for the self-heal. Nope. Okay. Everyone, it's dangerous. Protect yourselves.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Oh! For pity's sake. No, no, not death by initiative. Ah! Goes Vernon.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
This is the kind of situation where we need to retreat and hope Vernon doesn't refuse for healing. Oh, for God's sake!
Soothed. Sedated.
Okay, Vernon thinks he's immune to damage. Oh no! Oh, he got so lucky there. Okay. That needs to be updated.
Madness. Sublimity
Wow.
of the intelligence. Or so it has been said.
Let's just try and end this and get out of here. That's not really ending. Do it!
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Oh, great.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
You know, this could have been a more successful run. And we can't afford to come back to the court next week either. Because we need to go on a blood run. Oh well. That's just too bad. And what is the deal with all these ununlockable locks? Well, let's go back in the room. You absolute suicidal nut jobs. So we are as far away from here as we could possibly be. Might as well explore this way next time we come back in. But for now, it's time to fall back to town and feel like miserable failures. Because these are a bunch of miserable failures, really. It's very disappointing. But everybody lived. Nobody died. Despite Vernon's best efforts to the contrary. And we got a new Crimson Court trinket out of it. And some new minor trinkets that are probably going to end up getting sold, really.
You cannot learn a thing you think you know.
Might have made about 2,000 at the most out of this run, so we can at least fund the next expedition. Well, this has been a slightly disappointing run. Did anyone get really bad things? Well, she got a disease, so that's going to get treated anyway. Beast Slayer replaced Warren's Adventure. Okay, replaced Off Guard. Well, oh, the double boom again. Interesting.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me.
Okay.
And the letter was on its way.
So nobody died. The Kurgan has been treated for his disease. Lots of people thirsting for the blood. And 2 vials have been drunk, so we're down to 8 in storage. In the stagecoach, we have a nice assortment of heroes there. Yeah, pretty nice. If we had the... Yeah. Okay. Do we have any... We do have districts. Wonderful. Was I saving for a district? We got the granary built up. Obviously the Sanguine Vintners would be really good right about now, but that's a lot of church upgrades we'd be passing out on. Obviously, because it's a really... it's something the church wouldn't approve of. So it's misappropriation of parish funds? I don't know. None of these are available, unfortunately. It would be really nice to get that built up. Okay, so next week we are going on a medium level blood run. I'm still waiting for low level quests for the ruins. Don't know who we're going to take for it, but we are going to give Shamara the benefits of disease treatment. Who can go on a mid-level blood run without leveling up to 5th? We have mid-level bosses to defeat. We have a new musketeer to train up. Actually, you know what? Are there any skills on our heroes with no ranks at all? Any locked skills that need to be unlocked? It's looking like the... It was looking like the answer was no. So let Caridwen learn Sacrificial Lamb. So this skill targets an ally, gives them a lot of stress, and stuns them, and puts a massive bleed on them, but it gives her a really huge damage buff. It's a strange one, to be honest. Let's see, anyone else? Yes. So this week we are plugging gaps in our hero's knowledge, as it were. So far, so good. Apart from Ren contracting the Crimson Curse a while ago, that was really bad. Well, okay. Chevrilla, why does this still seem to be locked as well? There we go. Hey, those are good boots. Those are nice good boots. And I am not looking forward to defeating the hag at all, one little bit. Nice deeds though. Sunken crew, okay. Unstable flesh. I mean, I think that because of the courtyard, we're actually going to run out of heroes to take on the mid-level bosses with, and that is a serious issue, purely because of the need to go on blood runs and level heroes up. I did talk about possibly intentionally failing blood runs to get as much blood as possible. Need to ponder that one for a bit. But for now, I'm going to draw the episode to a close. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.